Welcome to your Sun Salutation practice. Let's begin kneeling if that feels comfortable for you. And if this is uncomfortable, a simple cross-legged seat will do as well, whatever feels best for you. And today we are going to be doing a practice that revolves around sun salutations. And sun salutations are often described as saluting the sun or greeting the sun and greeting our day. And while that is true, it goes a little bit deeper than that as well. So sun salutations are a traditional practice that we bring into our asana practice in order to not just say, hello sun, which is right outside my window here, but also allows us to embody the energetic vibration and the light and the upliftedness and the life-giving energy of the sun. So it's more than just saying hello, but it's really starting to invite that kind of energy exchange between us and the sun and bringing that into our day. So if it's possible for you to face the sun, I suggest that you do that in your practice. It's okay if you don't have the sun coming through a window or you can't actually see it, but you might even orient your mat so that you are facing the east, and that's where the sun rises. So it's kind of a nice way to begin our day. And most of the time, sun salutations are done at the beginning of an asana practice in order to build heat and to prepare our bodies for the rest of the practice. And today we are going to actually just use sun salutations as the entire practice. And this portion of a practice can be very powerful in and of itself. And I really like using sun salutations sometimes just for my morning wake me up and get motivation started. And so it can be a really powerful thing to do just in and of itself, and just giving yourself a little bit of time to move your body, to come into a space of presence and be really fully here and inviting yourself to come into your day. So sun salutations are very warming, and they embody that energy of the sun. Also, sun salutations are done, they're a symmetrical experience, so we have a balance between what happens on the right side and what happens on the left side of the body. So like classical Surya Namaskar, we do right and left side lunges, and so we want to make sure that we're always bringing in balance as well. So sun salutations can help with balance. And also sun salutations are done with we always are doing them, we start in the same place as we end. And so this is also a space of representing the cycles of the sun, which actually is really the cycle of the earth moving around the sun, and honoring that. And also we have Chandra Namaskar as well, which is a moon salutation, and so that also honors the cycles of the moon, which is about a month, 29 and a half days to be exact. And moon salutations are usually these cooling, soothing, calming salutations that you can do to wind down. But today we'll use a moon salutation, a variation of a Chandra Namaskar, in order to warm our bodies up for our sun salutations as well. And also when we come into the space of our salutations, we move one breath per movement. I mean, technically it's a half breath per movement, because it's inhale, one movement, exhale, another movement, and an inhale and an exhale is a full breath, but it's easier to understand in the way of one breath per movement. So sun salutations, these salutation movements, are constant movement. And again, that brings in this beautiful energy that we can then take into the rest of our day. So it helps us to uplift ourselves, and it helps us to bring in motivation and inspiration for everything that we have going on around us, so that we can move into the rest of the day with a smile on our face and lift our head to the sky and greet the sun, but also embody the light that the sun has to offer as well. So let's go ahead and get started in our practice. Gently close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. If not, you can keep a soft gaze down toward the earth at all times. It's always appropriate. And as we come into the space of our practice and mindfully drop our awareness into the present moment, let's take a cleansing breath together. Take a full inhale through your nose and a long exhale out your mouth. And start to find Ujjayi breathing, breathing in through your nose and exhaling out the back of your throat with your lips sealed. So you're technically breathing in and out through the nose, but listening for the ocean wave-like breath of your exhales. And even if you can, making that sound on your inhales as well. And this breath is a warming breath. It also helps us to bring our mind into the present moment, keeping our awareness and our focus on our breathing, allowing ourselves to truly be present with this breath that we're taking right now. Continue to deepen your breath. Listen for every inhale that you take and every exhale. And as you continue this cycle of breathing, this Ujjayi breath that you will use throughout your entire practice, I invite you to take your hands together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Gently bow your head here. And take a moment to set an intention for your Sun Salutation practice this morning. Maybe that intention is to invite in the radiance of the sun, to invite in a lightness and an upliftedness, bringing that spirit of lightness and openness and brightness into your day. What is it that you would like to invite more in? What is it that you'd like to shine a little more light on within you? And see if you can, throughout this practice, come back to this intention and come back to embodying the radiance of the sun within you. Keep your Ujjayi breath strong. And through this practice today, I really encourage you to go within. Although we're connecting with the space of the sun, we are connecting with that radiance and that light that is also within us. So if it feels comfortable for you to close your eyes as you move, I invite you to do so. Let's take one more cleansing breath here. Open your mouth, sigh your breath out. Gently blink your eyes open. Keep your intention with you. And stay here kneeling, facing the sun again if that's possible for you. Bring your arms down along your sides. And we'll begin with this salutation to warm up our body and start to find the flow so that we can move that energy into our day. Gently start to come up to kneeling. Reach your arms up to the sky. Take a full deep breath all the way in. Maybe your palms connect. As you exhale, slowly start to come into child's pose. Use your core muscles, not just your abdominal muscles, but all of the core muscles. Take a moment here. Take a couple of breaths. And on your next inhale, gently come up to tabletop pose. Come to all fours. Tuck your toes, lift up and back, find downward facing dog for just a moment here. Pedal out the legs for a few moments, a couple of breaths before we come into the full salutation of one breath per movement. If you're pedaling out your legs, slowly release your heels down to the earth. On your inhale, come forward to plank pose, upper push-up. As you exhale, lower your knees, sit back on your heels, hands to your thighs, sit up tall. Now 1 breath per movement. With these movements, inhale, rise up onto your knees, reach your arms up, palms might connect. Exhale, come into child's pose, release all the way down. Inhale, come up to tabletop pose. Exhale, downward facing dog, a gentle warm up here. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Exhale, knees down, hips to your heels, hands to your thighs. Again, inhale, rise up onto your knees, palms might touch. Exhale, child's pose, release all the way down. Inhale, come to tabletop pose, all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Exhale, knees lower, sit back down on the heels. 2 more full cycles. Inhale, arms lift up, rise high up onto your knees. Exhale, come down into child's pose, release. Inhale, tabletop pose, rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift high. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees down, come back into your seat. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, child's pose, slowly release, maybe with the eyes closed. Inhale, tabletop pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. And this is where we'll pause in our down dog. And again, if it feels good for you, take a nice little pedal out of the legs. Breathe in deep. When it feels right for you, release both of your heels down toward the earth. Press your chest toward your thighs. Keep pressing evenly through your hands with your fingertips spread wide. Take a full deep breath all the way in here. With your exhale, look forward. Step your right foot in between your hands. Lower your left knee down to the earth. You can pat it up if you'd like. Let's rise up to an Anjanae Asana. Reach your arms to the sky. And just for this first one, we're going to settle in here and find the shape in our body and just notice everything that you feel here. Roll your pinkies in toward each other. Soften your shoulders away from your ears, maybe even give them a nice little wiggle here. Pull your navel into your spine, knit your ribs together. Bend your front knee, your knee rests on top of your ankle. And breathe into every space that you feel here. Take another inhale, lift a little higher, maybe your palms touch. As you exhale, bring your hands down to the ground, tuck your back toes, lift the back knee, and step your back foot forward to meet your front foot, forward fold. We're going to add a little half lift here in our classical Sun Salutation, so lift halfway up, and we'll fold back down. This really helps with neutralizing our blood pressure, neutralizing the spine. Pause for a moment here in your forward fold. On your next inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, pull your hands to your heart space. Arms lift up, deep breath all the way in. Exhale, forward fold, release down to the earth. Lift halfway up, find a flat back as you inhale. Fold back down, step your right foot to the back of the mat and lower your right knee down to the earth. Relax the top of your back foot if that feels good. On your next inhale, rise up. Anjanae Asana, reach your arms to the sky. Take one more deep breath here. And as you exhale, bring your hands back down to the earth, tuck your back toes, lift the back knee, and step back into downward facing dog. Plant through your hands here. Take an inhale here in downward facing dog. With your exhale, step your left foot forward, lower your back knee down. Let's rise all the way up. Come into Anjanae Asana and we'll hold on this side like we did on the other side. Take a couple of moments here. And this is an opportunity to really feel into your body and to notice what this shape feels like here today. See if you can release any tension. And even notice where the mind goes. If you're ready to flow, if you're ready to get going. What happens if you sink into this for just a few moments to really feel this posture? Lift up a little higher, maybe your palms touch, take an inhale. Exhale, your hands come down, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee up, and step forward to fold. Lift halfway up, flatten your back as you inhale. Fold all the way back down with your exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up toward the sky. And exhale, pull your hands to heart center. Arms rise, deep breath all the way in. Forward fold, slowly release down to the earth. Lift halfway up, flat back as you inhale. Fold back down, step your left foot to the back of the mat, lower your left knee down to the ground. Rise up, Anjanae Asana, just a few moments here like we did on the other side. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Take one more inhale, lift a little bit higher. As you exhale, lower your hands down. Tuck your back toes, lift the back knee up, inhale. Step back to downward facing dog. And in these classical Surya Namaskar today, we're going to add a little Vinyasa here. On your inhale, glide forward to plank pose. As we warm up, exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale to a low cobra pose, lift up. Exhale, release. Inhale, either tabletop or plank pose, whatever you need here. And back to downward facing dog. So that's one cycle. We're going to move one breath per movement and see if you can get out of your head and into the space of your heart and just start to feel this movement rather than thinking into it. I'll guide you along the way. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale out. Full inhale in down dog. Exhale, step your right foot forward, lower your left knee down. Exhale, hands down, step forward to your fold. Halfway up, flat back inhale. Fold with your exhale. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms rise. Forward fold, exhale, release. Halfway lift, flat back inhale. Fold down, step your right foot to the back of the mat, lower your right knee down. One breath, arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, hands come down, step back into downward facing dog. Take an inhale in down dog. As you exhale, step your left foot forward again, lower your right knee down. Inhale, rise up, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down, step forward into your fold. Halfway lift, take a deep breath in. Fold down with your exhale. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Arms lift, inhale, find a little energy. Forward fold, exhale, bring that energy into your heart. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold down, step your left foot back, lower your left knee. Rise up, deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog, whatever you need here. Back to downward facing dog. Let's keep moving. Take a deep breath in down dog. Exhale, step your right foot forward, lower the back knee. Rise up, Anjanae Asana, inhale. Exhale, hands down, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold back in. Arms lift up, deep breath in. Exhale, hands to your heart. Arms rise, full inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Let's get a half lift in here. Inhale. Fold back down, step your right foot back and lower your right knee down to the earth. Lift all the way up. Anjanae Asana, greet the sun. Exhale, hands down, step back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in downward facing dog. Exhale, left foot steps forward, lower your right knee. Anjanae Asana, reach high. Exhale, hands down, step forward to your fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold back in with your exhale. Arms reach high, deep breath in, yogis. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Forward fold, lower slowly. Halfway up, flat back. Fold back down, step your left foot to the back of the mat, lower your left knee down to the earth. Rise up, Anjanae Asana, last time, inhale. Exhale, hands come down, step back into downward facing dog. Glide forward to plank as you inhale. Find your vinyasa. Cobra or up dog, roll your shoulders down and back. And let's meet in downward facing dog. Take a few moments here in down dog. Are you starting to feel the heat a little bit? Starting to wake yourself up? Deep breath in. Long exhale out. We're going to move on to Sun Salutation A. This is something very familiar to a lot of us. I'll guide us through, but really allow yourself to move at your own pace. See if you can slow your breath down. Start to match your movement to your breath as well. So see if you can even slow your movement down. Even though these are heating, we still want to find that full body of our breath. Rise up onto your tiptoes, take an inhale. Bend your knees, step or hop in between your hands, find forward folds. Lift halfway up, flat back, inhale. Fold back down with your exhale. Inhale, arms lift up to the sky. Exhale, pull your hands to heart center. We're going to move one breath per movement here, friends. Inhale, arms reach up. Forward fold as you exhale. Halfway up, flat back, inhale. Fold back down, step or hop back, chaturanga, same exhale. Cobra or upward facing dog, whatever you need today. Downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths in down dog. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to do some sun salutations back to back. So once we get to downward facing dog, we're going to move straight on to the next one. So really just allow yourself to let go of expectation, to let go of any frustrations in your body, let go of anything that you might be thinking of in your mind for the future, any worries, anything in the past, and just allow yourself to feel. Don't worry, we're not doing 108 sun salutations, just a couple of minutes of sun salutations here. Again, this is a really, really great way to warm up your day and to greet the sun within. One breath per movement here. Keep your intention inside. Keep your intention in your mind. Rise up onto your toes. Take an inhale. With your exhale, bend the knees. Step or hop forward. Lift halfway up. Deep breath. Fold back in. Exhale. Arms reach to the sky. Deep breath in. Hands to heart center. Inhale. Arms lift up. Take your entire exhale to fold down to the earth. Take your entire inhale to lift halfway up. Hands come down, step or hop back, chaturanga, elbows squeeze your ribs on the way down. Gentle back bend, inhale. Take your entire exhale to move your way back to down dog. Inhale, rise up onto the toes. Bend your knees, step or float forward as you exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Fold back in, exhale. Arms sweep high, deep breath in. Hands to heart center. Arms lift up, inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Hands down, step or float back, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Again, rise up onto the toes, inhale. Bend your knees, step or hop forward, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Fold in, exhale. Arms sweep high, deep breath in. Hands to heart center, maybe you close your eyes. Arms lift up, inhale, just a few more. Forward fold, exhale. Lift halfway, inhale. Hands down, step or float back, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 2 more full rounds. Rise up onto the toes, inhale. Bend your knees, step or float forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold in with your exhale. Arms rise, deep breath in. Hands to heart center. Arms lift up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway up, offer your heart. Hands down, step or float back. Keep your intention in the forefront of your mind. Open through your heart space, through your back bend. Downward facing dog. One last time, yogis. Rise up onto your toes with your inhale. Bend your knees, step or float forward as you exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Fold back in, exhale. Arms sweep to the sky. Deep breath in. Hands to your heart. Arms lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway up, flat back. Hands down, step or float back. Cobra or upward facing dog, inhale. And downward facing dog as you exhale. Woo! That continuous movement can definitely warm things up. Full inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. Breathe deep. We're going to take just one round of Lakshmi Rising Surya Namaskar, a Surya Namaskar that one of my teachers and mentors has put together to really bring a balance and completion to the way that the spine moves. And this will be a really good way for us to bring in that energy into our body before we come all the way down to stillness. Rise up onto your toes, take an inhale. Bend the knees, step or hop forward as you exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold all the way back in with your exhale. Arms lift high, take a deep breath in here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Listen carefully. Inhale, arms lift, grab a hold of your left wrist. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale, back up, switch hands. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, lift nice and high, separate the hands. Soften your knees, exhale, hands behind your lower back, fingertips up or down. Inhale, lift all the way up, a gentle back bend here. With your exhale, interlace your hands and fold forward, release your head down to the ground. Lower your hands to your shins, lift halfway up, take a deep breath in. With your exhale, step back into downward facing dog. This is it, friends. On your inhale, right leg lifts up toward the sky. As you exhale, step your right foot forward. Crescent pose, feet are hip width apart, rise all the way up. Exhale, warrior two, open wide. Flip your front palm up, reverse warrior, take an inhale like this. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the earth. Keep your left hand low, reach your right arm to the sky for a gentle twist, take an inhale. Exhale, bring your hand down to the ground. Three-legged down dog, right leg up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, come forward to plank, chaturanga. One of our last vinyasas. Deep breath in. Downward facing dog. Last one. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale, crescent toe warrior, reach all the way up. Exhale, warrior two, open wide. Reverse warrior, take a deep breath all the way in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low runner's lunge, pop the back heel up. Right hand low, left arm lifts to the sky, deep breath in, gentle twist. Exhale, hand down to the ground. Three-legged down dog, left leg lifts up, inhale. And exhale through your last vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Let's take a lion's breath here together today. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Stick out your tongue. Another deep breath in. And sigh the breath out. Lower your knees down to the ground. You might keep your eyes closed. And we'll come back into the space of kneeling like we started our practice. Place your hands on top of your heart. Gently bow your head as you continue to face the sun. And just notice. Notice how you feel. Notice the energy swirling around in your body, your heart pumping, your breath flowing, and that embodiment of the radiance of the sun that rises and sets every day, that goes through cycles and always remains balanced. Start to slow your breath down. Come back to the space of your intention, what it is that you're inviting into your day. If you feel like you need a Savasana to end your practice, feel free to lay yourself down for as long as you need and really allow yourself to soak in this Sun Salutation practice, this awakening and energizing, uplifting practice. If you're ready to move into the rest of your day, just take this practice with you. See if you can take the corners of your mouth, lift them up to the sky, bring a little smile to your face. And I want to thank you so very much for taking your time to practice with me. And that radiance of the sun, that light that is within me, recognizes and honors that radiance of the sun and the light that is within you as well. Namaste.